Hello. I ain't dead. I am indeed back. How are you folks? Got a Misha here. Hello, Misha. Claude. Uh, yeah, Jack is back. I am indeed. I am indeed. And Persephone. Yay. Yay, we have people. This is good. Okay, so it's been a minute. Elizabeth, great to see you too. Awesome. All the gang's here. Hi. Hi everybody. Yes. I was starting to have people on Instagram like reaching out and being like, "Hey, are you still there?" Yeah. And I thought, "Hey, I may as well do something." I'm probably not going back to regular streams just yet because there's a lot going on in my life right now, but we will discuss that. We will discuss that. There's plenty of content for this stream. I am going to be word fountaining at all of you. It's going to be wonderful. We might get some productive things done as well. I think to kick us off, we're going to do our traditional 10-minute sprint at the start so that I don't just word fountain because I could very easily just continue word fountaining and then we get nothing done. And I know you folks are into being a bit productive, so may as well. Also, I have a million things to do. So many things to do. I have different things to do. They are different from before. But still, so many things. Even more things. But better things? Eh. Let's run the 10-minute thing and then we can chat about it. I gotta drop it in. Here we go. Oh, it's been so long. Stop it. It's been so long. I gotta do it. 3, 2, 1, and sprint. Hello, everybody. I am back. How do I? Forgotten how to StreamYard. I was looking at the thing today. It looks like it's 3 months since my last stream. So, yeah. It's been a minute. So, in that 3 months, I've had quite a lot of life events. Which I will briefly relate to you now. Please do let me know if there are any life events that you would like me to know about in the chat. Like, I'm sure that your lives have not been staying still. So, if you've published anything, or got a new cat, or had anything strange happen, let us know. Let us know. When last we left off, I was racing to get my thesis finished in time to go and get top surgery. So the thesis is finished and was accepted. So I'm officially a doctor. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah. Yeah, not the sort that'll sort out a heart attack, but still doctor. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's upping my dark academia cred. Just have to learn how to brood, and I'll be perfect. Misha says, spent the past 10 minutes doing a bit of a naughty thing, bought a drawing tablet. That does not sound naughty. That sounds like facilitating future use creativity, and I am here for it. God says, congrats. Yay. Not sure if this counts, but I went no contact with my family. It's a good thing, so no sad faces. Okay, well, you know what? If you are in a situation where you need to go no contact with your family, actually pulling the trigger, making that decision, getting that shit out of your life is good. It's a relief, and I'm very happy for you. I hope that it brings you peace. Got some congratulations. Yay. Yay. Saying hi to each other. Yeah. So I did that, and then I went off to Spain, and I got top surgery. And as you can see, I'm flat. Yeah, it's my chest now. It's great. I'm not going to start taking it off. Just in case I do want to come back to YouTube. I don't want to get myself listed as some sort of dodgy adult channel, but yeah. I'm feeling it. I really am. Also, in the summer, not having to bind is the best thing in the world. And it's been great for my shoulders. So happy. So happy. Yeah. Yeah, legit. It takes time to work through that shit. It won't be today or tomorrow, but take it at your own pace, one day at a time. You got this. Thank you. Thank you. I like the it's funny because it looks like the cat is saying that, and that's hilarious. The cat is peering at me. Okay. Yeah. A friend who wants to do top surgery later this year. Really looking forward to it. Yeah. Yeah, it is awesome, life-changing stuff. If I had one bit of advice to give to your friend, it's epilate. For the love of God, epilate. I was like, I don't have any proper chest hair yet. There's nothing really to like wax there, so like, it'll be fine. And when they took the bandages off me, it was hands down the worst part of the entire surgery experience, because I wasn't on any painkillers other than a couple of like ibuprofen like things at that point, and it was like they were tearing off my top layer of skin. It was a mistake. So yeah, Veet, wax, whatever it takes, get the hair off your chest, otherwise the bandages will take it, and you do not want that. He's judging me well. Yeah. So while I was in Spain, I got a call from a place that I had done an interview for, and they're like, "Hey, we would like to offer you a job." And I'm like, I'm in another country about to get surgery. Can't work for the next like 6 weeks. Is that okay?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's perfect. We want you to start in 8 weeks." And I'm like, "Oh, all of my luck for the last 2 years appears to be occurring right now." Uh, yeah, I'll tell on hormonal treatment to make transition definitely relevant. Yeah, yeah. I've been on T for a year. I hadn't really had much. Yeah, I was growing in other areas, but not really there yet. So I thought I'd get away with it, but yeah, did not. Did not. Also, neck pillows are the bomb, and buy a back scratcher because you can't. There's a whole time where you can't like really move your arms very much. They don't want you to raise your arms and back scratch. You got to itch, especially if it's warm. You're gonna itch in places, so having something that you can itch yourself with, you can get extendable ones on Amazon for like €6. Saved so much trouble for me. It was great. Yeah, yep. So yeah, congrats on the new job. Thank you. Yeah, uh, all the life things, and yeah, I also may have mentioned to people who have been here before that I have a girlfriend. We're long distance currently. What I don't think I mentioned to any of you is that it's Persephone in the chat. And maybe some of you will have picked up the vibes. I know her cat a little too well. But yeah, that's that's us. And we have decided during that time that we're not going to be long distance anymore. Well, it was on the long-term plan anyway, but we've decided to bring it forward because of reasons. And yeah, uh, we are currently looking for a place in Dublin. It's really difficult. We have a housing crisis here currently, so I'm just like we're spamming our all of these housing like these estate agent websites being like, like just let us have a viewing. We like two stable adults with jobs and everything. Just please let us see your house. And so far, like nobody's responding. But the plan is to move at the end of the month. We may end up at my parents' place for a while, which will not be ideal, but at least it means that we're not going to end up homeless or anything like that. So it's good we have that fallback position. But yeah, I am very busy with that currently. Hi, surprise. Cuteness. Yeah, yeah, my life is a soap opera currently. It's I don't even know. I don't even know. Yeah. It's so many things. So I'm so yeah, I currently dealing with all of those things. Lots of logistical things happening in my life right now. Doing the little logistics dance. Misha says maybe I should make a good luck with transition care package and with all those things for him. Yeah, that's a really nice idea. That's really cool. Let me think whether there are any others. If you have a Google, you will find people talking about their experiences and what really worked for them in the first few weeks. Now it does depend a little bit on what kind of surgery your friend is going for. I was getting a double incision without drains, so I had to do a lot more lying on my back than some. If other people are looking for things to add to a care package or to gift somebody, an Audible subscription or similar is always a good idea because things that you can do without moving are a thing. Uh, can you ask about my evil twin for reasons? Hmm. Mm. This is the problem with having done a lot of roleplay. I'm not sure which one she means. Yes. Let's go with yes. Go ahead. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. The wife is a good person to ask. Who says the twin is the evil one? Persephone, and she knows me better than any of you, so. Well, if your life is a soap opera, I should be prepared. Yeah. Look, I think you've met my evil twin. If I have an evil twin. Uh I mean, the other random life event that happened was not my life event, so I got to push out the description was that my brother got married. I was a groomsman, and it was weird because I met a lot of my brother's friends who'd never met me before, and they were like, "Oh, I didn't know Garrett had a brother." Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Well, surprise. You're so like him. You're so like him. And it was a bit weird because like I'm the older one, so usually if we were ever to be compared, which we generally weren't before, but he's like me. I didn't argue because it was probably the easiest explanation for why I looked like a teenager. But yeah, you should be prepared for all sorts of trouble and shenanigans. I don't have an actual twin to my knowledge, and if it's me and my brother, well, I think I think he's the nice one. He is generally he is more lovely than I am. I am more likely to start a row. Uh and if it's any of my LARP characters, well, I think you've already met those. Yeah. Oh yes, the LARP. So we're supposed to be running the LARP group that I am part of. The one that I am involved in organizing is apparently running an event in 2 weeks. I hope, because we've had serious problems getting insurance. We usually paid about €600 before, and that was it having gone up. And now they're like, oh yeah, we want €50 per person per year is going to add up to like 3 grand. So we are currently polling our player base to see whether it is a thing that people are going to be able to do, because that's a lot of money to ask for at short notice. But they were the only place that was willing to insure us. Like all of the other places we thought might do it have either folded or stopped doing insurance for that particular thing. So, yeah, life full of updates. Anyway, I have a list of things to work through. So I think that I am going to get back on and do some of that. Do let me know in the chat what you are doing today. What sort of things you're working through? Any other fun life events or not fun life events, or other things that you want to talk about? We will talk about them, and I will word fountain some more. But first, a sprint. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to my terrible dancing. How did you all do that sprint? Oop. I got some stuff done. I am making a badge pin for my Etsy shop. Thought I would get that out of the way first. My list for the day is gotta look up some customs paperwork for the big house move. Figure out what the exceptions are and how we can get them and what we need to declare, what we don't, and all that stuff. I want to get this pin done so I can send it out today and I don't have to faff with it during the week. Because my job is a long way from my house currently. And it makes it hard to get to things sometimes. And I've got a few things to write for the LARP. I've got 3 bits, so I'm going to try and do those. But I don't know that I'll get everything done by the end of this. But we'll see how far I get. So we've got Misha would like to do some writing today, but recovering from bad flu. Oh, I hope that you feel better soon, Misha. And, don't stress yourself too much. Maybe this is the time for, throwing the first few lines on some new part of something. Sometimes, when you're wrecked, I found sometimes when I'm wrecked, it's the time when I'm least self-censoring, so I can come out with some really interesting stuff. It just doesn't always make sense, so it needs a lot of editing. So maybe we'll see how you go. Saying, I hope you're better soon. Thank you. Elizabeth saying, I got a bit of editing done during that one. Awesome. And we got Claude. It has 379 words, and chapter 2 of my horror surreal novel is done. Amazing. Well done. I like the sound of surreal horror. It seems like my jam, and I would totally be up for reading it. Once it is done, that would be amazing. I will have to keep tabs, watch out, and see when it is released, because surreal horror, that sounds real cool. Yeah. So many things to do currently. I am just wall to wall with it. But hopefully you folks will help keep me on track. Anybody else got plans for their sprints today they haven't told me about? Cloud says, really love David Lynch's movie styles. Big inspiration for me. Yeah, that's gonna be some weird shit. I like this plan. This novel's probably gonna have some really, really weird ass imagery in it, and I am here for it. That is very cool. At the moment, what I'm writing today, I've got 3 bits. One is it's weird. There's a lot of secrets, lies, and conspiracies going on in it. One is sort of seeding an ongoing plot. This is our first event back after the big long hiatus, so kind of need to bring it back to the players' attention. People doing things that they shouldn't with magic. One of them is it's dropping some information about the world and expressing my academic trauma. And one is some local political shenanigans that the players might get involved with, people they can make alliances with or screw over. Give them some choices. I like giving people choices. Almost as much as I like giving people consequences. Persephone is packing and organizing. So much packing. Yeah. You moved a whole ass house. Well, not a whole ass house. You're getting rid of a lot of stuff, but still, that's a lot of things to pack into boxes. Well, you have got us to keep you company and a judgmental cat. So, you know, at least, we've got you got that. How many players we got? How many players are there total? Our player base is about somewhere between 70 and 80 people have attended our events so far. We had 2 previous events. We have some new people coming, but there's also some people who can't make it to this one. I think we haven't closed bookings yet, but I think we're up to somewhere in the high 40s booked for this event. I don't know whether the insurance situation is going to reduce that massively, but we'll see. We will see how it goes. Here's hoping. But yeah, it's very different to running something like tabletop. There are so many potential unknown factors. It's kind of you can't railroad anything really that effectively. You just kind of have to put things out there in the world and trust that people will make a good story with them if you give them all the tools. I mean, yes, of course. We write NPCs that have their own goals and their own motivations, and they're doing their own thing. And if players don't intervene, it will go in a particular way. But you got to be ready for the players to do something completely off the wall that you just were not expecting. It happens all the time, and in some ways, that's what I like about it. Because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to write the whole thing. No. It also takes a lot of effort. It's just a very different discipline to writing a novel or even writing for a small group in tabletop. You can't do as much digging into people's backstories, but at the same time, you got to write a lot of content to keep that many people busy. That is a lot. It's not a lot by LARP standards generally. Like, there are LARPs that have 1,000 people, 3,000 people, 5,000 people in Europe. We're the biggest in Ireland currently, but like, the LARP scene here is very small. Places like Germany, you get some really big things. Even in the UK, there are some quite substantially sized LARPs. We'd be kind of considered kind of medium-sized, small to medium in the grand scale of things. We're not once 5,000, yeah, Drakenfest would be that easy, at least. But once you get to events that size, it's usually at least one person's full-time job to make it happen. And there are multiple large teams managing it. At that point, it becomes more like running a music festival. Just that your entertainment is encounters and LARP plot. It's a lot. It's very different again to what we're doing. A step further along that. If you imagine tabletop on one end and them on the other end, like we are maybe more able to respond to individual player action than something that size would be. I have done stuff for not anything quite that large, but the sort of 2,000 to 3,000 kind of range I have written for. But the way it worked was they had individual sort of nations and guilds had their own plot teams, and they would write for a group of, say, 100, 200 people. And there was main plot, but a lot of what they did was just sort of the logistics of fitting everybody else's together, the and doing sort of a main set piece of the weekend. So it's, yeah, once you get to a certain size, it becomes more of a logistics challenge than anything, making everything line up. But it is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun when you can make it work, when you can make the really big thing work and see it play out with that many people. It's very, very cool. But yeah, it is a head wreck. It is an absolute head wreck. Um, Speaking of head wrecks, I should probably dive back into mine. Got another sprint lined up, ready to go. Um, Fingers on your keyboards. Remember to stretch. Remember to save. Remember to not not burn yourself out completely with box packing. Like take breaks and snacks and drinks. I won't fuss. I won't fuss, Persephone. All right. I will see you all in 25 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at the comments. Oh shit, it's Blanket Man. Hey Hayden, what's up? What's up? Yeah. Yeah, we've been having life updates and chats and doing things. Long story short, I completed my thesis, got a new job, had top surgery, and Persephone is moving to live with me. In short, I think that's mostly all of it. it's been a it's been a minute. Let us know what's going on in your life. Hey, Blanket Man! Yay! Yeah, it's been a wild ride these past couple months. It's even been a wild ride this last 25 minutes. I've done a little bit more work on that badge, and also I have been combing through the customs paperwork requirements for moving all of Persephone's shit from the UK to here. I I hope the people who voted for Brexit like step on a Lego. Yeah, that's a condensed version. Yeah, it's, it's quite a lot of things. They all happened really quickly. But yeah, that's a condensed version. Scheduled social media during that one had to drop off for now, but thanks for the sprints. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. It's really good to see you again. Glad says have a good day. Awesome. Yeah. So I have been just working my way through reading these documents, trying to make sense of them, trying to figure out which ones that we actually need. Hayden says, just got home a week ago after spending 9 weeks working in a summer camp. Amazing! That sounds really cool. Leaving again morning 23rd for college, nervously watching the results of Brexit and the global. Yeah. Yeah. Everything. There's been a lot of that. Global economic crisis unfolds and American politics. Yeah. There's a lot happening, but you know, just keep on keeping on doing what we gotta. Work like you were living in the early days of a better nation. The only thing that kind of helps me deal with the nervousness about politics. Yeah, normal stuff from you. Yeah. Yep. How's the novel going? You had a Marvel fanfic of incredible size and complexity, alternate history. I don't know which thing you're still working on. There's an alternate history thing, and then there's an Iron Man runs for president thing, and yeah. What's going on with those things? Have you been able to with like, I mean, the whole camp counselor thing tends to be a bit full on. I did it once briefly. It's a bit of a shit show, actually. They didn't hire enough of us, and then we had a swine flu outbreak. Yeah, I threatened to lead a walkout during that job. They kept trying to get us to work through our lunch break and making us miss the lunch they'd paid for as part of our pay. So I was like, yeah, we're not doing that. You can't find other people to fill these roles, not in time. so we're gonna have our lunch. Yeah, that was a mess. Yeah, I took a nice break from working at camp. Just say I got lazy. I was feeding children, and then decided to break. Hey, you're entitled to breaks at work. You can't be on all the time, and the kids are probably glad of a little less supervision. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't actually under supervise the kids. I'm sure that you were that there's they were fine, and there were other adults, and you were just being a little chill. This is okay. This is okay. The camp I was at, I didn't share a language with most of the children there, so I had to learn a couple of very key phrases and yell them occasionally, uh, both to get them to, get down off things that they should not have been climbing, and so that they suddenly had to wonder now how much of their language I spoke and whether it was really a good idea to talk in front of me about me. I didn't know what they were saying about me, but I could make some guesses from context and other similar languages. It was an experience. I learned things from that job. Not all of them were things I wanted to know, but I learned things. All right, we're gonna get one more sprint in the 2 hours ish. I think it's time to go for it now. So take a stretch, take a drink, save your work if you're writing, and let's go again. Cloud is saying that's when we'd like to have a Star Trek Universal Translator. Yeah, Google Translate's getting really good. When I was in Spain for surgery, I did communicate with people using it. You can speak in, and it will speak out if you need to. I learned a bit of Spanish before I went, just like so I wasn't relying on it, and I picked up a lot quite quickly. But it was really handy for the bits and pieces that I wasn't up to yet. Yeah, character sheet, amazing. We'll have to tell us how that goes. All right, last sprint of the session. Gonna line it up here. 3, 2, 1, sprint. Hey everybody, welcome back from our last sprint of the day. I hope that you were all productive. I've got this far with the badge I was making. Also looked at some more customs bits and pieces. Ay, ay. So many things to do still. Just so many. But plugging away. How did your character sheet go, Hayden? What character is it for? What sort of game is it for? Have you hit some good inspiration? Have you got the stats that you want sorted out? Gosh, Misha said she got sidetracked chatting with her roomie. That's cool. And Claude says, didn't do much. Time for another coffee. Yeah, I think it is probably time for that for me as well. In fact, I think it's probably time for lunch. Food is important, yo. Gotta eat. Eat the things. Otherwise the brain no worky. Anyway. And Misha came just in time for that sprint. Awesome. That's cool. Stephanie says, boxes. I think you need a break. Yeah, that's fair. One cannot box all the time. So, lunchtime and coffee time and not doing boxes time has arrived. It's been really good to see y'all again. I'm not going to be going back to doing the regular sprints just yet. I'll need to find a new time that is outside of my working hours because my old sprint time was during my working hours. And probably I'll be waiting until my life has calmed down somewhat because I just have so much on at the moment. But just so you know, I'm here. I'm alive. I will be back. Thanks for all your lovely messages on Instagram and things like that. In between now and when I find myself able to do sprints again, I hope that you all look after yourselves, enjoy your writing, take breaks from your writing, drink water, eat things, make sure you save. And check out Devon Cutting for other people who are doing other sprints at other times. Till next time, everybody. Bye-bye.